This video will demonstrate how to cross-list students in one Canvas class so that they appear in another Canvas class. So for example, I'm teaching 4 different periods of general music, and each period has a section with students enrolled into it. I would want to cross-list periods from my students from my period 2, period 3, and period 4 class so that all those 3 sections of students appear in my period 1 class. This will save me from having to create content in 4 separate classes, or to create content in one class and then import it 3 more times into 3 different classes, especially if those classes are identical. So instead of repeating the content and the assessments across multiple Canvas classes, cross-listing allows you to bring in sections of students from other classes into one. And the idea here is to identify which class is going to be my main general music class out of the ones that were created for me. And I'm purposing this period 1 class as that class. In other words, we're going to be moving the roster of period 2 into period 1, period 3 into period 1, and period 4 into period 1. So they will all list here. The first step to doing this is getting the class number of this, what will be the home-based general music class, or this destination class, if you will, for the other 3. And that course number is found up here in the URL. And what I'm going to do is copy it right here. The course number for this period 1 general music class is 2333. I'm going to copy that to my clipboard, because to cross list, I must go into the other classes and then tell this particular section where I want to send it. I want to send it to its destination class, class 2333. Let's cross-list this section so you can see this in action. I click on the first section that I'm going to send away. And then over to the right, I can see this button to cross-list this section. Now down here is a quick reminder of what cross-listing entails and what it means. The most important part of this statement here, this reminder, is to cross-list this course, you'll need to find the course you want to move it to. So again, that's what we're doing. We're going into a course and we're going to move these students to a different course using that course number. Now I could always search for the course by course name if I wanted to, but I copied the course number and I'm going to paste that right in here. With a quick enter or return key, it will now look up that number and it says this is the selected course I'm going to send these students to. So I'm going to send my period 2 students over to my period 1 class by cross-listing this section. So let's hit the blue button and see how this works. Keep your eye on your breadcrumbs up here. This will change over and display the new home for these students. Here we go. Okay, so here we can now see that the new home for these students is my period 1 class, and now it contains this period 2 section. If you want to see it actually over here in my period 1 class, I'm going to click on the class, and now I'm going to refresh this page. And if everything went well, we should see the cross-listed period 2 section appear right here, either below or above. Let's give it a whirl. And there it is. There's our period 2 section of students that have come in. Let's repeat this so you can see it happen one more time. I'm now going to go to my period 3 class. Here I am in period 3. Here's the period 3 section of 7 students, or 7, I think it's 6 students and me in there too, that I'm going to send over into my period 1 class. So I click that, and I select cross list this section, and I'm going to enter in my course ID that I'm going to send them to. So here we go. I want to send them to class 2333 with a return or enter key. I can make sure that yes, I'm sending them over to period 1 class, and I'm going to hit cross list this section. Again, watch the breadcrumbs when you hit the button. Where they currently are, period 3 is going to change to their new home, period 1. There it is. We get a confirmation from Canvas here. We see period 1 is their new home, and they're cross-listing this period 3 class. Let's refresh my period 1 class, and we should see this new set of students added to the group. Terrific. So here we see these students, period 1, 2, and 3 have all been brought in. You see how easy it is to identify which section is which because we already named them. The name travels with the cross-listing. Let's do this one final time. Okay, you guess which way we're going to go first. We click on the name of the section, right? And then we look to the right-hand side and we select cross-list this section. Now in here, we want to find the course that we want to move it to. Remember, we still have that copied in our clipboard. So you paste it here. And to look up this course number, you hit the key on your keyboard, the return or enter key. And now you can see where we're going to send it. And now you're going to keep your eyes up here on the breadcrumbs when you hit the button, and you'll see the current home of these students in this section change from period 4 to their new home, period 1. Here we go. Great. Now period 1 is also hosting period 4. Let's take a look and refresh our period 1 class. And there we go. We can see all 4 periods now are in this period 1 class. And that's how you cross-list students from different classes into one.